Good morning, students. Today we are moving towards the next lecture number two, that is network protocol, service, and network edges. So, before starting the lecture, we are going to start a new habit today. We are going to give a good thought and then we'll start our lecture. So, the George Washington, the former president of the US, he has written a very nice thought. 99% of the failures come from a people who have the habit of making excuse. Okay, so never excuse from any work. Now if you want to watch this video, you will think that I will watch this video later sometime, but you are giving the excuse. So don't excuse, do the things on the right time. Okay, so let's start. Or now back to the work. So today we are going to learn the network core and edge, as well as the what are the different protocols we are using while transmitting the data. So we are going to study today the network devices and components, internet overview, what is a protocol, network edge, core, access, and network. Okay. So next three topics we are going to learn in the next lecture. Okay. So first we'll understand what is the simple network, exactly how the network is built. Okay. So now you can learn in the mobile communication or any networking subject what is exactly the communication or how exactly the network built. So in our internet communication engineering subject, there is some structure I have shown in the diagram. The first will start from our device which is in your hand. We can say the mobile, or sometime you are watching on a laptop, okay, or palm top. So all these the devices, we can say these are the end users. Okay, we are the end users which are we are using those devices. Now you are accessing the internet in your mobile. So what is the exactly you are getting that internet, or how that internet you can receive from the network. Okay, so in your house there is a wi-fi module, right? And you are connected that wi-fi router, you can say the router that is connected through the your mobile, and you are accessing the internet. Now you can see in the right corner, sorry, so you can see in the right corner, there is, you can see the you can see there is a laptop, pda, palm top, and mobile phone. So there is a wi-fi, you can say the access point. Okay, so if you're in our college, if you are wander into the few buildings around, you can see there so many routers are mounted. Okay, so that router gives the wi-fi network in such nearby say nearby location, and you can access that network. So this wi-fi access point is the same structure. Now this access point is connected, or wi-fi router is connected to the switch. Again you can wander into the buildings, and you can see the different racks in our college campus. These racks are nothing but or contain the switches. Now the switch is having the multiple, or you can say the 24 or 64 connections you can attach that switch, or you can say the 24 pcs you can connected to that switch. Now how that switch get the connection? Okay, now we are going from the opposite direction, from end user to the where exactly we will get that internet. Okay, so from switch, now we are moving toward the okay, so there is switches. Now there are multiple switches you can connect it. Okay, or you can connect it. Now from the switch you can go to the firewall. Okay, the firewall is nothing but the we can access, or we can say we can block some malware or viruses. Now that connection is given to the router. Okay, so the router is giving the connection to the multiple switches, right? And that multiple switches again giving connections to the multiple end users. So there is some, you can say, the chain. Now at the router, where from it will get the internet? So there are different service provider. So our college, we can take the example of our college. Our college has taken the internet from the bsnl service. Okay, so that bsnl service gives the internet access to our college, and then that access or you can say the internet, our server room gives the access toward the different routers, and that router is connected to the switches again, and switches is connected to the some wi-fi point somewhere. You can directly connect it to your pcs. So you can see the LAN connection throughout the campus. So you can directly connect your pc to the switch, that is a LAN, or that switch is also connected to the access point, so you can access your internet through the wi-fi as well as. Okay, and as well as there are different servers. Okay, now you know the disk space we are going to work in our college, and that disk space we are uploading our videos. You can see that videos anytime. So where these videos will get saved, right? So there are different servers where we can store the data. Okay, so there are the database services, servers, web servers, file servers. Okay, so you can access that data from that servers. Okay, so this is nothing but very simple network. Okay, so you'll understand this, might be in the computer network or in a different subject you also learn this networks, right? Now network devices and component. Now which are the devices we are using this in the networks, or you can say which are the components required if you want to build a network. So there are four major components. So I already told you that is at the end point we are using our smartphones, printers, pcs, servers, all these are come to the end user. So means where the we can apply or we can use those devices. Now those devices are connected by the interconnections. Okay, so your pc is having the nic card. Okay, that is a network interface card. So that card gives the, or you can say you can utilize that internet through your pc. Now there is a media. Okay, media is like a wide, suppose you can take the access point. So that access point is given through the wireless media. Okay, so you are connected your pc directly to the internet, that is a wired. Okay, so there is a LAN cable and the connector. So you can, there are different connectors also, you can through that connectors you can access the internet. Now there is a switches. Now you can see in the last diagram there are the switches. The switches are connected through your pc, or your pc is connected to the switch through the LAN cable. So these switches connect the endpoint to the local area network. Okay. Now the next is the router. So connect the multiple LAN to form a internet work. Okay. So in the routers, you can see connect the multiple LANs from the internet work. So the router is the, you can say, the main thing into your networks, and where the router is connected through the multiple switches, and these multiple switches is connected to the end users. Okay, so connect the multiple LANs to form the internet works. So now suppose you can say here in our college is in a wellness shore, and in the wellness shore there is one router. Okay, and in another router is somewhere in the Pune. Okay, so in a COP college, or you can see in the Mumbai. Okay, in the Mumbai in a VGTI. Suppose here is one router and another router is in a Mumbai. So you can access the data from that router or that end user through our end user. From the PC of that COP, we can access the data to our college. How? Because there is a routers. These routers are interconnected to each other, right? So they are communicate with each other. So they are the, so it form the networks. Okay, it form the internet works. Uh, internet works, or you can say the internet network. It can form. So there is a LAN, WAN, man. There are so much. Um, we can say the first thing that is come under our LAN, WAN, and man. So you maybe in a computer network you learn this. Okay. So now you can. I have shown here what is exactly the internet, or how we can use that internet. So you can see the nuts and bolts we have shown here. So I have given in the right up corner. There's routers, servers, workstations, and mobile. Okay, so these are nothing but different components or devices of the network. And there is the local ISP. ISP is nothing but the internet service provider, which provide the service, or you can say there is a form local ISP. I will show you just a minute. Sorry. So you can see the local ISP, then the regional ISP, and the company network. So in the so different networks are connected to different routers are connected to each other. So it form the wide area network. So there is a some, suppose there is my college, so another there is a company, okay, and some local person, you are sitting at your home, okay. So these are all are connected to the different routers, and different routers are also connected to each other, okay. So it form the internet. So um, now I want to send the data over this internet, or sorry, over this connections or routers or switches. So there is must be a some protocol, okay. I will come later to the protocol point, but I will just tell you the control sending and receiving of the message, okay. So control over sending and receiving the message. So these are protocols are used, and there are different protocols: TCP, IP, HTTP, FTP, and PPP. I will go to the details in each and everything ahead, okay. So now the internet, so networks of networks. So you keep in mind what I am telling you, networks of networks. So router of one or network of one place is again connected to the network of another place through the routers. That is nothing but we can say the internet, okay. So internet having the different standard, that is the RFC, request for comments, okay. IFTF, internet engineering task force, okay. So these are also the vast thing, this also we will discuss. So we are just discuss here the few basic things, okay. So here is again I have given the again a service view of the internet. So there is a communication infrastructure, okay. So you can see in the diagram there are different locations are connected through the your routers. So different networks are connected. So you can see in the enable distributed applications, so there is a www, means all the websites, emails, games, a database, or many more. Even there is a communication service providers are also there. So the some of their communication less, sorry, connection less, or some of connection oriented, okay. So I will give in the details what is a connection less and connection oriented further. So now protocols, okay. So in the protocol, what is the network protocol? So all communication activity in internet governed by the protocol. So protocol define the format, order of message sent and received among the network entities, and action taken on a message transmission and the receipt. I hope you don't understand anything from this whatever I said right now. So you can, in the box they have written this. So I will explain you exactly what is the protocol. Now the specific message sent and a specific action taken when message received or other events. Now I will take very simple example. Suppose one of the, we can say, I don't know, many of you don't know the Tamil or Telugu, okay. So in my view this is very different difficult languages. Now I'm talking to you in a Tamil, suppose, okay, or Telugu. Suppose I'm talking to you in a Tamil or Telugu, you will understand anything? Obviously not, okay. And if you're talking in Marathi with me and I don't know the Marathi, I will understand anything? So there is no protocol, there is not a set of rules, okay. Suppose there is a rule, suppose there is a protocol, okay. So you have to wake up at the 9 o'clock and be present at my lecture. So this is a, some predefined rules and I have set, but you didn't came or you are not follow the protocol, so it will not happen, okay. So there has a transmission of data, okay. In the communication or in internet communication, there is very important point, there is having the some set of rules to transmitting the data or message each other or receiving the data. If you go beyond those protocols, you will not get the information or you will not get the data. So in next slide I will explain you in very simple language a human protocol and a computer network protocol. So in that picture you can see there is a two pictures I have shown. In the first picture, I say hi, okay, from your side, hi sir. Again I will ask you, got the time or what is the time? You say sir, morning 2, or in the picture I will show 2 o'clock, okay. So So it's very simple communication, right? But in the computer network, sorry, in the internet, suppose my PC is transmitting some data to the server, or I want to transfer my information to some other person, or I will sitting in my PC and my one of the friend sitting in his PC in some at somewhere in Pune, and I'm sending hi. It is very easy that he directly give me the hi message. No, first you can see they have to first establish the connection between me and my friend. Okay, so I will send first, my PC will send him the acknowledgement. Okay, so if he receive the acknowledgement, he again receive me something message, and then I will send the message. So there is a different rules for different protocols. So there are multiple protocols, there are different rules or set of rules of that protocol. So you can see here, TCP connection request. Okay, so I requested connect my PC, then again he replied me, then again I send the file. Okay, so I request him, I want this file. Okay, and then he send me the file. Okay, okay, so and this happen belong with the time. Okay, so first, okay, you will understand what is the time. So as per time process, your request will proceed. Now the TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP is a set of rules governing the communication among all computers on the internet. TCP/IP was developed in 1978 and driven by the Bob Kahn and Windsurf. Okay, so TCP/IP is the set of rules governing the communication among all computers on the internet. So I already told you that. So protocol is nothing but the set of rules. Now TCP/IP is a combination of two separate protocols. There is a transmission control protocol and internet protocol. That is IP. So the transmission control protocol is responsible for ensuring the reliable transmission of data across internet connected networks. Okay, so transmission control protocol is responsible for ensuring the reliable transmission of data across the internet connected network. So reliable transmission means, exactly what is the meaning of reliable transmission? Means, suppose I send hi message to my friend, it must be reached to that person, so it will not get diverted or it not get corrupted at anywhere. Okay, so there is a reliable means there is, the information should be sent. Okay, so you can take a must word there, so information has to be sent. So TCP checks the packet for error and submit the request for retransmission of in your, if any are found. Suppose there is message is not transmitted to that person, they need again re-request, so it will give the sender again send the message because the receiver hasn't received the message. Okay, now I will go to the next protocol, that is the HTTP protocol. So I hope you all know all the website starts from the most of the time HTTPS, HTTP. So HTTP is nothing but the hypertext transfer protocol. It is an application protocol for a distributed and collaborative hypermedia information system. So HTTP is the foundation of data communication for World Wide Web. So you can suppose you open this website www.google.com. Okay, so that www communication for it required the HTTP protocol. So they have given some history. It was initiated by the Tim Berners-Lee at Sen in 1989. Okay, so designed with the framework of the internet protocol suite. So it is designed as for a IP, or you can say the internet protocol. So there is again another is a FTP protocol. Suppose there is, I want to transfer now in, you are in connected in the LAN. Okay, and most of the time I'll tell you that, okay, at that share folder some file is stored and you can access that file. Okay, so you simply go and access that file. So at that time, in a simple LAN connection or two computers are connected, so the information is given to the FTP, that is a file transfer protocol. Okay, so FTP is a client server protocol that relies on a two communication channel between client and server. Okay, so I am a client, sorry, I am a server and you are a client, suppose, and you are taking the information from that server. Okay, server access. So that is simple FTP protocol. So there are different protocols also. SMTP, there is a simple mail transfer protocol which is used to transport the mail. Suppose now I am sending you the mail, so there is also a set of rules how to exactly the mail will be sent to you. So that is at that time you can use the SMTP protocol. Now there is a UDP, that is a user datagram protocol. Okay, in this protocol, an unreliable connectionless protocol used to control the management of application level service between the computer. It is used for transport by some application which must be provide their own reliability. Okay, so in this, so user datagram protocol, that is UDP, is used in a transport layer. Okay, so there are different layers. You learn the OSI model. So in the OSI model there are 7 layers, and you are having different layers, and the different layer is having the different protocols. This UDP come under the transport layer. Okay, so this provides a simple of the two standard TCP IP transmission protocol. It is process to process protocol that adds only port addresses and check some error control and length information to the data from upper layer. Okay, so this is what. Now next is the benefit of, what is the benefits of this protocol. Some important benefits I have shown here. They provide the path to increase the network connection. Okay, so suppose there are two paths, okay, to the my friend, I'm transferring one file to my friend, and there are suppose two paths, or you can say two lines in future, in a further connections. So if one path is busy, then it will take the another path. Okay, so your message will not be pending, so it will go take the another path. So this is one of the advantages. Enhance the speed of the connection, obviously. Suppose there are multiple path, so it will take the shortest path, and there is a speed, and you can save your time. And enhance the data transmission rate and provide the easy working to the users. Okay, now we can take the closer look to the network structure here. And now we are going to learn the next topic, that is the network edges, or you can say the network edge, applications and host. Network core, that I have already we have already discussed. Network core is nothing but what? Routers, networks and network. This is called as a network cores. Now access networks, so residential, institutional, mobile, these are nothing but the access of the network. And what are the physical media you can use between these networks? That is nothing but wire or wireless. In wire you can send the data through digital or analog. In wireless you can use radio or cellular. So you can see the network edge. So now the end system that I have shown in the red square, or you can see the arrows over there, these are nothing but the network edge. So your PC, okay, the server, so router is connected to the server, that is your network edge. Your mobile is nothing but the network edge is nothing but, you can say, the one endpoint. Okay, so the run applications program, your email, www, whatever the starting websites, these are nothing but come at the edge of the network. Now the client and server model. In the client and server model, the client host request receives service from the server. So example, www client browsers. Okay, so what is exactly the edge? So you are browsing the network, so that is come under the client and server model. And in peer-to-peer model, the host tell interconnection symmetric. Suppose you are talking in a video conferencing, okay, that is nothing but come into the teleconferencing, that is come into the peer-to-peer model. Now network edge, connection oriented service. So there are the, what is the goal exactly? The data transfer between end system, that is the goal of your connection oriented service. Now all these things I will we will come in the further lectures, so I will just give the overview. So handshaking, there is one of the method of data transfer, you can say the between two hosts. Okay, there is a TCP, transmission control protocol, internet de facto connection oriented service. Okay, now there are few TCP services also reliable in order to byte stream data transfer. There is a flow control, congestion control. Okay, so this is now the connectionless services. Now in the previous in this we are learn the connection oriented service. Okay, so first what, establish the connection between two PCs, and then communication happens. And in this connectionless service you can directly send the message, okay, without establishing the connection. You might don't know the message received or not. So in UDP, that is a user datagram protocol, it is the internet connectionless service, or you can say the unreliable data transfer. So I told you that you don't know the receiver received the message or not. You only broadcast the message, okay, might he received or not. Okay, so that is nothing but connectionless service. So there is no establishment of connection between end user or your another host and you. Okay, so there is no flow control, no congestion control. You can directly send the data. This flow control means or sorry, flow control, congestion control, we'll study detail in a coming layers, that is for transport layer and network layer. Now apps using TCP, that is HTTP, FTP, telnet, that is remote login, SMTP, all these that come using the TCP. And app using UDP, that is the streaming media, teleconferencing, internet telephony. Okay, these are come under the UDP. Suppose you are talking to your friend, right? I will give a very simple example. In the video conferencing, you're talking to your friend, and you sometime there is a, suppose there is some you can say the low connection, okay, or internet, there is a very low internet. So what actually what happened that time? You, if you are talking something hi or hello, I might you come to know your friend received the message or not. If he says yes hi, then you come to know. But is there any detail provided by your mobile? Yes, he received the message hi, don't know. But if suppose in the WhatsApp you are sending the message and there is a two double blue ticks, okay, that is nothing but what, the TCP protocol means you come to know yes, your receiver has received the message. But teleconferencing, okay, or suppose I'm talking to the phone, is really, you really understand he is receiving the message. If he personally gives the reply, then you will understand. But as a app or as a mobile, you don't know, okay, how is message received or not. Okay, so the network core, so we have already discussed network core is nothing but your routers, switches, PCs and everything. Okay, so today we are done with the lecture. So I hope you understand the network protocols and what is the edges, network edge. Okay, uh, right now we are going to learn so many things in the coming lectures and very interesting things. Okay, this is just starting. Okay, so day by day we are going to learn very very interesting thing about the internet communication, how exactly the data is transmitting from one place to another place, different protocols. Okay, so keep in mind, what is the protocol? Protocol is nothing but it is set of rules, okay, the governing by the standards, or right. So we are done with the today's lecture. So thank you very much.